This has got to be the all-time record of capped over brood. Wow, oh my gosh, woo! Have you ever caught a swarm and you watch it develop and you're wondering, how's it going and when do I add another box? That's what we're gonna do today, guys. Hey, David Burns, good to be with you today. And this is a swarm that I caught, made a video about it. It was hanging from a tree on a farmer's lot and we dropped it in here. And they've had time to expand. I think a swarm is pretty rapidly able to build up pretty quick in a single deep. And I can't remember if I put all 10 frames in there or not. So mystery, maybe I only put 3 or 4 frames and it's a mess. Hopefully I remember to come back and put all 10 frames in. But I'm hoping that I can look at that today and find that they need a second deep box. Let's get in there and take a look. Good old swarms. I think I've caught maybe 3 swarms, counting one of my own that swarmed from the round hive. If you didn't see the video where I actually caught the round hive swarm from a tree, I'll leave a link in the description below. I want you to watch that video. It's a lot of fun. Had to climb up in a big cedar tree to get it. What is it gonna look like? What's it gonna look like? Oh, I almost put all the frames in there. That's not bad at all. I think I knew I had time. So I only put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more frames. And good thing, because look at this, the bees are starting to work this side over here. They're adding wax and comb to this side over here. So good thing we dropped back in when we did. If you forget to put frames in, they will add their own comb in here and quite literally make a mess that you will regret so badly. All right. So let's see what they got here. Now we need to determine, do we need to put another box on top of this one? That's what our question is going to be today. Alrighty, so let's take a look here. All right, there we go. This is just a drawn out frame of a little bit of nectar down low in the cells. So no queen that I see there. Everything's good. You expect to find a little bit of the honey being built on the outside frames. And that's what we got. This frame, I see brood on it on one side already. And I think you're going to be quite amazed at what I see. I want to show you a frame of capped over brood. Wow. This has got to be the all-time record of capped over brood from wall to wall. Look at that. Let me move some bees out of the way here. That's just capped over brood. Dang, that's crazy, isn't it? Wow. That is a lot of brood. Let's look at this other side. Wow, oh my gosh. Woo! Wow, that's at least 9,000 cells. I better get it back in there. It's temperature sensitive. It's a hot day though. Wow, weezers. I have never in all my 30 years seen that much brood on one frame before. That queen did not miss a cell, man. She was pumping out eggs. Dang. Well, we only know one quality so far about the queen, and that is she's a good layer, but we don't know, about honey production yet. We don't know about mite resistant, all that stuff. Starting to emerge in the middle, another awesome frame. Look at the queen right there. Kind of a cool looking queen. Let me show you right here. Beautiful looking. Prize winning swarm queen. It's like, hey lady, you need to move on to a frame that has cells that are ready. You've already laid here and it's capped over. Yeah. I love looking at queens like that. Don't you just like watching queens walk around? It's beautiful. Well, congratulations to you. You've done a great job laying a lot of eggs. Let's watch her all the way down so we don't injure her. Very good. All right, so, yep, let's look at another frame. Let's get some smoke on here. Very gentle hive to work. A swarm, you never know what their, disposition's going to be once you hive them. But you got to let them kind of grow a little bit and see what they're going to be like. Yep. The queen could be over here laying in these cells. They're getting her ready for her, that's for sure. I want to explain to you guys when and how you determine to add your next box. So in this case, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So we're doing really good on having enough bees in this box to expand up into our next deep box. Now to do that, I like to move a frame up that has, larvae on it. But in this case, I'm considering moving the frame up with the queen on it. Let me smoke them again. All right, let's look at this frame. Maybe it'll have some larvae on it. All right. So what I'm going to do is bait the box. A technique that some of you may not have heard of before, but I'm trying to lure bees up into the box that I'm about to add. Now there's the larvae that we want. Always check, make sure it's pearly white, no sign of European foul brood or anything. This is the frame I'm moving up to my box. Let me pop in here while we're having fun looking at this swarm we caught. I'm going to show you guys how to really get it up into that second deep pretty fast. But I just want to encourage you to please subscribe. It means a lot to me when you subscribe. We're up to 145,000 plus subscribers. Appreciate it a lot. Click on the bell. You'll be notified each time I make a video like this. Let's get back into this hive. I'm going to show you how to get them up in that top deep. We're actually going to kind of get our brood all back together like this. And then we're going to add 3 more frames to give us 10 down below. Okay, very good. All right, now this frame goes here, and I got my box behind me. Now I bought this box with my own money, paid for it myself. I'm not advertising any kind of products. But a lot of people that I hang with tell me that this is the best foundation to buy. You hear me talk a lot about wax your own foundations, add extra wax. Well, they convinced me that this particular brand is called, shoot, I forgot the name of it. Acorn. I was teasing you. I was just going to kind of say, oh, I don't know what it's called anymore. No, it's Acorn, and they say they add, I don't know, was it triple wax? You can actually see it in there. And they say it's amazing how well it works, this Acorn foundation. So instead of waxing it, I'm going to put the Acorn foundation in here and see what happens. We'll be able to test it out, right? Now these frames are made from let me think. I think they're made from an Amish community, and then they add the Acorn foundation to it. I like the frames, they're good. All right, so now we've got our 10 frames here, right? And now we're ready to add our box, which is behind me. Somebody asked me, why did I paint it wood color? It was the only thing that I had that was external paint, this color. I don't like it either, but I was in a pinch and it's like, oh, wood color, tan color. So that's what I got. All right, so look at this. We got the frame that I took out that had larvae on it. It's back here, tucked away safely. So I'm going to move it up into the center of the box that I've added. So I want my new swarm to expand into this box. And I took one out of the bottom, and it has a lot of good larvae on there. And so now, look at that. We're going to add it right here in the middle. Perfect. That will draw more bees up here to take care of it, and it's also going to just allow them to expand out quicker. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go grab 2 more frames and put against the wall. Okay, so I got 2 more frames. I'm going to add those to the outside edges, and there we go. That's our 10 frames. Always push the frames toward the middle. Leave the gaps toward the wall and keep all the frames tight. And then we put the top back on. And now this hive is doing awesome. Every Thursday night at 7 p.m. I have a live stream Central Time. Love for you guys to join me. We have giveaways, and you always ask me a lot of beekeeping questions. So it's a good time for you to learn a lot on my live stream. Check it out right here. I'll see you Thursday night.